My name is Dima, and welcome to another Ramble Sunday. Today's topic, film. You can clearly tell by the fact that I put some sort of effort into this opening that I care a lot about film. It's one of my greatest passions, and it's something I will always go back to. I love going to see films in the cinema, I like watching them anywhere, I like working on film, I like editing, I like directing, I like acting, all that stuff, I fucking love it. But sadly enough, I'm not very good at remembering names. So I will never be able to tell you the names of all my great inspirations, not even the movies that inspired me. There are some classics, there are some newer ones, from all ages, but film itself is such an amazing medium. It's beautiful, it's filled with creativity, there's so much you can do with it. It's just amazing. One thing I always have with film is there's always a certain period where I watch more one specific genre of film or one specific kind of films. Like just until a couple of weeks back, I watched hundreds of martial art films. Any martial art film or Chinese, Hong Kong, Japanese, Korean, anything that was martial art, I would watch it. Mostly to get some inspiration also for myself, to grow as someone who likes to work with film, to get inspiration, to get motivation, and mostly to get an idea of how the techniques work. And of course later on try them out. I sometimes just film in my free time just to fuck around. Hell, this is even filming in my free time just to fuck around. But I'm really trying to find my own style, my own identity in film, which is pretty difficult because in the start you are mostly just copying what you see. You take over the basic techniques like shot, reverse shot and all that basic stuff. It's very tempting to just take those over because they are pretty easy to use and they give you a great way just to get the story across. A small personal project I'm gonna start is where I start making a film where everything will be conveyed mostly to motion. There will be maybe some dialogue in it, of course, very little. I want to do everything with emotion, with action, just basically movement and facial expression I want to use to express the story itself. And those things can be really beautiful in film. Especially like more the art house films or more like the classics really have that. Which is kinda sad in the Hollywood films. Great example actually for this are the Marvel movies, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The stories that they tell I find pretty awesome. They're bare bones, they're very simple, but they are very amusing stories. But the techniques they use are pretty simple. Also the action is kinda static. I recently got that mindset because I watched a lot of martial art movies where the action is just really detailed and completely drawn out and fully shown. You see every punch, you see every kick, you see every movement in its fullest detail in every shot. But I think that's also the reason why I like animation so much, because it gives you the possibility to go beyond human possibility. You can go way further with animation than with live action, even though with live action you do get more of a connection with your audience, because when you see a person on the screen, but one of those things I'm very annoyed about with myself is that I never really remember the names of a director or like an actor that good. Only when I hear it like 27 times on the media. The only reason I remember Robert Downey Jr.'s name is because my friends just fucking got out all the time like how he's an amazing Iron Man. He made Iron Man in the movies basically. And of course I know Ryan Reynolds because who doesn't know Ryan Reynolds and who doesn't want to have Ryan Reynolds for himself? Film has always been a passion of mine. I've always been working with video and film. I even made my own small film together with my stepdad once. But yeah, I literally watch any kind of movie. Every genre I can find something to enjoy in. I watch from the most cheesy action films to the most corny romantic comedies to the most artistic bullshit in the world. I watch literally everything and I love everything. One type of film I should actually watch more, but don't really do because I don't really give myself the time for that, are documentaries. I do really love documentaries, especially nature ones, but I don't really give myself the time to fully watch them. I also don't have the concentration span to fully watch them, sadly enough. It's a personal problem. It's very annoying. In my personal opinion though, documentaries most of the times have some of the best cinematography there is. Even though the best film for cinematography still goes to The American with George Clooney. I watched it a couple of times and every time it just blows my mind just by how beautiful the shots are. And the scenery and just the surroundings. I have the same thing with Schindler's List. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Schindler's List is also my reference for Liam Neeson. But anyway, my name is Dima. This was a Ramble Sunday and thanks for watching. And don't forget to subscribe, like and all that other bullshit. And if you want to comment or complain, be my guest.